So, hey, greetings. This is SomeoneNamedDean. Welcome. We are not going to let this person die. There's a bunch of stuff up there. Hold on. You're going to notice the game looks a little silly. I activated yet another CRT filter. Ooh, buddy. That's good. Lots of eggs to send. Oh. Yeah. Just out of curiosity, we can always use a rope, right? Yep, we can always use a rope. Try to save this woman this time. Okay, attack. Gosh, I just wish we were a little bit closer. We're gonna figure this out. Oh, that is so much grid information. What have I done? Well, I guess better me than her. Right, we're doing it again. Also, I don't... Get rid of that. There we go, yeah. That was a little too much. And, you know, I like this CRT filter, but I am going to get rid of it with a different one. Display. So, there's none. I like the soft one. Classic. High-end. Arcade. Kitchen TV, yeah. Mini CRT. Oh, that kind of hurts a bit, but... Ooh. Oof. Yeah, I had a... Oh, I had a TV like this once. Oh, it was one of those TVs with like the three... gosh. Metallic-looking knobs to the right with fake wood paneling. It was mostly plastic, but it had the wood grain look. Had carrying handles on the side. And the knobs, I guess, were supposed to be metal, but they weren't. They were like some sort of chrome plastic. Correction, they were black plastic painted chrome, which started wearing off with use. Okay, so I decided I wanted to save this person. So yes, I loaded an autosave. Felt like I didn't have the chance to save this person. This place already seems sucky as it is. This island of Idra, wherever we're at, super cursed. I'd rather try to help people, and unfortunately that might mean a little bit of saves coming. Okay. Now, prior to playing this, I was reviewing some footage, and yeah, I just had some mixed feelings about some of my voices, so I tried to fix them up a bit. So hopefully they sound a little bit better in terms of my own voice using voice mod, as well as these voices here, like this one.
Bless you for saving my hide. I saw smoke rising from the south and was making my way there when these mongrels picked up my scent. I need to get going, but be sure to come visit the camp. I might have some things to trade.
So hopefully that sounds better. I'm only going to find out once I listen to the recording, though. Okay. I need to get going. Yeah, I read that. Woman hurriedly jogs off towards the south. Leave. Perfect, yeah. Sounds like she was a merchant. That's awesome. I do love when a game has a CRT filter. Don't know if it's giving me a bit of a headache, though. But I love the vertical scrolling, how that feels. Oh, that is good. That is firing neurons in my brain. I don't know how to explain it, but that is chef's kiss.
Good to see you again. Just glad to see I'm not the only one left alive. Looking to barter a bit?
Sure. Let's see what you have. As much as I love the filter, and I do. Broken black and white TV. I also had a TV like this, like a very small one. I can see again. Well, let's do soft. That feels good, and it's uses some more screen real estate for some reason. Let's go with that. That's good. That's very good. Okay. Let's see. Cell multiplier is 0.53. Buying multiplier. I guess What do you got here? Huh. I wonder if that's actually important. Crude longbow. What does she have? Crude short bow. Ah. Whoops. Okay. Item 10. Oh, I guess you could trade? Gotcha. 4 arrows, shovel, lantern, scale. Eggs. You know what? Yeah. I'm gonna buy all these up. You bet. What else we got? Stone skin. I think I might sell some stuff, but the her buying multiplier is, why is it so low? I wonder what causes that to change. I thought it was better numbers before until we started. I don't know how that works. But now I feel like I gotta go back to Bacillo and get stuff from him. Oh, first off. Is it based on character? Is it actually based on character? Oh, it is. It totally is. That makes sense. Oh, I see. That is so good to know. The better your stats, the better you can haggle. That's good, yeah, okay. So selling multiplier is half the price, but I'm sure there's different numbers to that, maybe. So I'm just gonna go. Why those are sticks out? I want to talk to Bacillo again. Oh, this take us a couple days to go back here. Got that kind of cultic sign. Let's trade. So selling stuff to him is slightly better. So I guess we can sell. We need to sell some stuff anyways. Checker tunic, noble's outfit, rags. I guess I could hold on to jewelry or something. I don't know. But we are filling up with stuff. Let's sell some of our junk here. What do we got? Food. Okay, that's a bit better now, I think. Don't know if it was really worth walking like 3 days to get over here, but we did. Okay, no, it wasn't 3 days. For some reason I thought it was. No, it was just like 1. Okay, so she's here. Yeah, I restarted this area from the last time I played, so I just quickly talked to all the NPCs. I didn't talk to this guy yet. I did go in here and grab a recipe, though. Is it baked onions? No, I don't think so. Oh, there we go. I wonder if there's like a chest where I can just put my stuff in. I don't know. I don't know how this game works when it comes to storing stuff. Okay, let's talk to you. Oh. You wish to hire this mercenary for 300 gold. Mercenary is a blind character that you can get to create from scratch and add to your party. I will think about it. Huh. Right, let's look at our inventory here. Let's go weapons. medium bow. There we go. We need more arrows though. One to 12. That's pretty good. I mean, another person would help us kick some butt. My guy needs to rest though. Okay, let's make something. Oops. Actually, what else do you have? Just take another quick look. Some scummy arrows. Wonder if your inventory changes. Take one of those again. I think it's good that we bought all those eggs from her, this merchant. So totally worth saving loading the game again. Oh man, good. Okay, and then let's set everyone to forge again. Begin rest. 300 gold feels like a lot. But it might not be a bad idea to just have like another person. Let's just save. Why not? Sure. Right. Well, I'll hold off a bit. I will see what other characters we get. Maybe we might not want to get another party member. Sorry, I'm not really being clear what I'm talking about. What I mean to say is, I don't know if I want to recruit a character and have the same issue I had when I first played this game where my guy looks really haggard. He's not super injured. He just... Is that what I look like from, like, dying so much? Oh, something's here. The winding coastal road constricts as steep cliffs press it in from the north. The dense fog reduces visibility to a mere stone's throw, and you feel an uneasiness rise in your stomach. Then, as in response to your concern, a bizarre monstrous growl echoes through the cliffs ahead of you. Frozen mid-step, you scan the mists, when the unmistakable stench of rotting flesh is wafted towards you. Something large and deadly lies ahead. Roland places his hand on the hilt of his weapon as he scowls into the mist. Keep your wits about you. I fear we may have our work cut out for us. What do you recommend? I say we forge ahead. Well, let's keep our wits about us.
I'm inclined to agree with the big man.
Kat adds as she looks around nervously. I agree. Let's go. Ooh. You swallow hard as you ponder the dangers that may lay ahead. Morta is a dangerous place where you can quickly end up facing very dangerous beings. Absolutely. Sometimes the best tactic is to leave a fight for later as you level up and gather more equipment and allies. Remember, you can change the difficulty of the game at any time. You can even create your own custom difficulty. Play the game you want. They're kind of laying it down thick that something's gonna happen here, eh? Maybe we should hire someone. Okay, you know what? Yeah, let's hire a person. 1 second. One second. I need to think about this. You carefully pick your way forward when movement on the top of the cliffs catches your eyes. Robed and hooded figures emerge as they appear to be dragging something towards the edge of the cliff. More of the rabid dogs, spits Roland. To your horror, you realize what the party is dragging. A naked man and woman, bound and gagged, are struggling desperately as they are mercilessly pushed towards the edge of the cliff. Oh no. Can we save them?
No.
Whispers Cat, almost too loud.
We have to do something.
Oh no. One of the cultists shouts and points towards the surf in elation. Utter terror fills the eyes of the moribund couple. You follow their gaze and turn to see, emerging from the surf, a creature of sheer horror. Larger than any sea creature you've fought so far, a hulking shape greedily waddles towards the base of the cliffs, pincers snapping and tentacles squirming greedily. So stay away from the ocean. Oh no. Ugh. Before you can react further, the cultists hurl the two naked forms from the cliffs. The pair impact the ground below with a sickening splat, and with surprising speed, the hulking beast falls upon their remains. That sucks. Oh. Standing transfixed, you watch as the horror consumes the remains of the unfortunate wretches. Sickening snaps and wet pops fill the air as the creature feeds. This game is certainly good at describing stuff. All the while, the rogue cultist stands swaying and chanting on the ledge above. Oh, jeez. Stealth or diplomacy? I don't want to be worshipping this. Oh, that is... Oh, yeah. You can automatically just fail. Roll a 10. Oh, we did it. We did it. You don't dare to breathe as you slowly pick your way back the way you came. As soon as you feel certain you're out of sight, panic takes over and you run as fast as you can. By the time you stop, you're utterly exhausted, but at least you're still alive. But that doesn't get us past here. Exhausted. What's this do? Lasts until next rest. I think I need more lore to do this. Oh good. Okay, we don't have to deal with that. Okay, what's this? Before you, the unmistakable mess, squalor, and desperation of a refugee camp sprawls around us. Farmstead, like a festering wound. Yeah, stay away from the ocean. So in my inventory, I had a bunch of, I guess, magical warhammers or something. Let's let them come to us. I decided to equip them, even though Cat here and my character Clyde, or Locke, depending on what I named them, they seem to specialize in lighter equipment. These ones hit harder, so I'm like, well, surviving kind of sucks right now. I'd rather do a little bit more damage. Oh my goodness. I may have made a mistake being a bard. I should have maybe been something else. Roland here is a badass. Even when he's getting his butt kicked, he doesn't mess around. Jeez. These crabs are tough. Crap. You know what? If I die here, I'll stop for now, and then I'll just... I will continue this tomorrow. That's what I'll do. It's kind of getting late for me anyways, and I do gotta get up to work again tomorrow. Yep, so I'm just gonna end it here, and then post-production, next time I play this game, I'll just slap it together with the next video. So, until then, see you later. Yeah, I guess I'm streaming. Let's make sure I actually have the right thing listed this time, though. Edit this. Not playing Darkest Dungeon. Today we're playing SKALD. Black Priory, SKALD. Against the Black Priory. Perfect. Priory? I guess that's how you spell it. Yeah, sure. Okay. And let's make sure I enter theater mode. And go like this. Perfect. Okay, back to the game. Hey, hi, I'm SomeoneNamedDean. Welcome. It's been about a week since I last played this game. And I felt like playing this game again. I haven't been completely void of video games or anything. I just been, I guess, a little bit busy with life, as we all are. I did try a little bit of Darkest Dungeon 2 the other day. Maybe that was like 2 or 3 days ago. I enjoyed it. But I don't think I have the brain capacity for that at the moment, so I'm just gonna play this for a bit. Do some stupid voices, maybe play for an hour, and yeah, kind of go from there. So, anyways, I feel like I played a little bit last time and we entered this part, but I don't think I saved it, so I'm just gonna read this part all over again. And if you know me or have seen me play or watched any of my YouTube videos, I have voice mod and I tend to do wacky voices with those, so viewer discretion is advised. Anyways, continuing. Before you, the unmistakable mess, squalor, and desperation of a refugee camp sprawls around a small farmstead like a festering wound. Enter. Right. Let's get rid of this. Blah. Okay, what can I tell you about this game? Well, you are protagonist. Your job is to find your childhood friend, Embla, who, went to this place. Also, everything sucks here. Everything's mutating into Eldritch abominations. And you're a mercenary. I think that's about it. So we're accompanied by Roland, who is basically a veteran mercenary, and Kat, who kind of has a vendetta against her older brother, I think, who sold her off to the... You know what? I don't remember. But anyway, she got basically sold off to work for some sort of guild against her wishes. But she was part of our initial crew of mercenaries or whatever, I think. And no, she wasn't part of the crew. I think she was one of the people working on the boat. Anyways, you know what? I don't remember. That's what happens when you play like games once a week. You approach a man sweating profusely and caked in dirt. Sweating profusely or just standing in the rain in the middle of the night? Dusk. He's hunched over and panting, seemingly winded from the hard work of digging graves. Who goes there? The man jolts to hefting his shovel as a weapon. Disclaimer. I will try to do scummy voices for whatever character that I don't feel like putting much effort into, but if it feels like a main character, then I will employ the use of voice mod. And also, all my edgy rogues have the same voice. A lot of my voices are the same. Oh, hey, what's this? I'm not looking for trouble. Why so jumpy?
Why so jumpy, he asked. Well, since you asked, I drew the short straw and it's fallen upon my wretched shoulders to bury the dead.
He looks around nervously.
And if I don't get back to it, I'll be food for the fellhounds before you know it.
Fellhounds?
Haven't you seen them? Bloody monsters roam the hills in packs. I ain't never seen hounds like these before. Bulky and diseased looking. Coming at night they do. Pick up the graves I dig and eat the dead right out of their very graves.
Well, if that's the case, maybe it's not worth burying them if it's that much of a problem. In the distance, a howl sounds and the man straightens up like some prey animal sensing a predator. He briefly squints into the perpetual twilight that covers the island before grabbing his shovel and redoubling his efforts towards finishing his work. Run back to camp. I'll finish the job.
The man looks at you with slight confusion, then pushes his shovel into your hands. He thanks you profusely and runs back to the camp. There are 2 corpses wrapped in linen before you. Their graves have been dug, but they still need to be filled in. Examine the corpses. The corpses are a man and a woman. Perhaps they were once man and wife. They look well fed. There's no apparent cause of death. I think I gotta use my guy's healing stat. Let's see. Right. So one of the aspects of this game is you can switch between characters for different roles. Had I known that, I wouldn't have made my bard character have stealth, because your first companion here is Cat, and she's a thief. But now I know for next time. So this. Yeah, let's go for it. Success! As you look at the corpses over, you notice that their abdomens seem distended beyond that of a simple corpse gas. You apprehensively poke at the swelling, and to your horror, the mass begins to squirm and shift. Cut open the corpses. With trembling hands, you cut into the pallid flesh and expose the entrails of the corpse. Just as you are about to abandon your grisly task, when the entrails whip out of the wound in a massive squirming, eyeless worms. Panicked, you frantically scuttle away from the tiny snapping orifices when Roland charges past you with shovel raised. The shovel makes short work of the tiny terrors, till both corpse and monster is reduced to a pulpy mass. Ashen-faced from horror, you push the broken corpses into their graves and quickly begin piling dirt onto them. Huh. So, is that what causing all these nightmarish things happening? Some sort of worms mutating people? Like, are we dealing with a lot of undead or mutants or something like that? I don't know. Or maybe this is just a completely different circumstance to what's going on with this island, this incredibly cursed island. You wipe the grime from your face as you finish the grim task. Sadly, you suspect these are far from the last graves that will be made for the poor refugees of Horryn before this is over. Right, this is a refugee camp that's north of Horryn, which is, I think, the main town of this Isle of Idra, or something like that. And to my understanding, everything's just gone to, well, I'm just curious if I can. Oops. You can use a shovel. Okay. Use a shovel to dig. There's a lot of graves here. I bet there's going to probably be some sort of side quest. That's what my gamer instincts tell me. Snakes, and I don't know what we're dealing with here. Sure. Should have been sneaking around. Seems like this island is a little unsafe. Let's inspire. My character's a bard. I'll defend for now. I'll also defend. I'll let them come to me. Use this gateway as a bottleneck. You can go there. But you defend. It's crap. Did not mean to do that. Well, this is just not going well. I need a ranged attack for this guy. My character here. Oh well. Okay. Okay. They're coming around. Well. And here I was going through all this effort to make like a bottleneck. Have them go here, have the bard and the rogue, or sorry, the thief flank. But no point in that. Oh, they're probably coming this way, so I'll let them do that. So yeah, whoever is out there, whenever and whoever you are, I hope you're doing well. I'm doing okay today. My wife is kind of super sick.
That's just kind of how it goes. With like either pregnancy or the flu. I should probably specify that when I say like super sick. It's super sick in the context of me knowing her, and I haven't seen her this ill like ever since maybe the last time she was pregnant, and that was towards like the tail end of her pregnancy, as in the day she was in labor. She is one to never get pregnancy sickness. So I don't know if it's flu or not. I won't get into the details, but she got really sick, and then because we're potty training my son, I wanted to make sure that the toilets were disinfected and all that stuff. So I think I got up around 2:30 and was just being very thorough, cleaning up everything up until like 3:30 in the morning, and went back to bed and got up around 5. And yeah, I am just completely brain dead. Well, they're not coming this way, so I guess let's go to them. I'm attacking so like carefully. I'm expecting these guys to kick my butt here, but no, I should have just been charging them the whole time. Okay. Well, my bard's been having a rough go, so he's probably gonna die regardless. Oh, okay. Loot. Moderate poison ended. Okay. Oh. Lots of stuff to harvest here, so we're gonna do that. This game has some light crafting elements. You basically have a system where you have to make sure a food quota is met every time you rest in order to get the maximum benefits of resting. I can showcase that in a little bit when I do actually rest. It's like a house I can go in, or it's not every well is interactable. I'm worried I'm gonna, you know what? Be the rogue. Sneak. That way, if I end up seeing an enemy, I get the jump on them. Well, I haven't quite figured out how to do that, but at the very least, like that. What is that? Yeah, that's an enemy who can see us. Okay. Well, there you go. Oh, just hit F5 to save. So at least now I know there's an enemy there. I believe this to be the edge of the map. I don't know if there's anything over there, but I might as well fight if I can. I'm wondering if this game's gonna do a thing where it's gonna call me out for stealing all the crops. I feel like this is equivalent to Link breaking into someone's house and breaking all their pots. But with there being some sort of apocalypse happening here on these islands. Is that a lantern? Really don't need it. You know what? I might as well be thorough and check every single grave here to see if there's anything weird. Just expecting something to be out of the ordinary because there's so many graves, but maybe not. I mean, realistically, if they're having all these issues with people getting sick and dying or being mauled to death by hellhounds and mutant crabs, yeah, I guess not. Let's hit F5 to save, and let's fight. A couple crabby boys. At least you get to position yourself. Let's do that. Here. Oh wait. Not today. Speaking of not today. We'll fight. Speaking of, let's go to town. Let's see what they're selling. Let's maybe get some better stuff for our characters, because I'm just rocking whatever I found, and it hasn't been good thus far. It's been okay. basically, I'm using his starting weapon. These two characters are, I guess, their core class is rogue. He's a bard, she's a thief, and they're more proficient with light weaponry. They're using like medium hammers or something like that, because that's just what I found. So I gotta get them better weapons. A soldier dressed in the ragged remains of what you assume is the livery of Horryn. He looks hungry, shaken, and on edge.
Talk to the chamberlain over in the barn if you want something. Just leave me alone.
Entering the ragged camp, you notice a small crowd nearby, arranged in an inward-looking ring. In the center stands a formidable armored woman. She carries an unmistakable air of authority, and the insignia of her armor marks her as the cleric of Order of Sepulchites. I'm guessing that's based off the word sepulture, which is a word for some reason I know. Not that I know many words. Also, this might serve as a good spot to do this. Oh, what episode am I on? Probably 5? The tattered band of refugees surrounding her are agitated and shouting over one another.
But there are so few of us. Horryn was home to 200, and we're but a few score left,
cries a ragged man with tears in his eyes.
By the golden corpses, there must be survivors,
beseeches another.
And who are we to send? Half of us won't live through next market day, and the other half ain't fit to hold much as a stick.
An old crone interjects, panic quivering in her voice. The crowd erupts in a cacophony of desperate appeals. The cleric raises her arms, and the crowd falls silent. Her sonorous voice rings out. Let's see if I have a voice for her.
We may indeed be cursed, but Alden is right. There may yet be survivors in Horryn, and it's my duty to go to their aid. Or, at least, to learn what fate befell them.
New party member? Possibly. Hopefully. Guess we'll see. The assembly erupts again, some blessing the cleric in tears of hope, others clinging to her robes while pleading for her to not risk her life. Through the crowd, the woman catches sight of you and nods curtly. She turns away and begins to load up on supplies, no doubt intent on making good on her promise to the panicked refugees. Yo, a dog. You pet the dog. Guess it's her in blue? Quick save. Just in case. The imposing cleric holds up a palm in greeting.
Welcome to our new home, stranger. The people of this island know me as Jarina. I serve the Golden Dead in this camp. These people are under my protection. What brings you here?
I'm searching for someone.
Here on Idra. That may prove to be a difficult task, given the tempest that's engulfed this island.
How so? She leans back, her eyes still flinty.
Are you not aware of the situation here? These people say the island is surely doomed.
Her eyes bore into you, gauging your reaction. What has happened? Yeah, things are definitely cursed here.
Our graveyards have been overflowing as of late, with stranger killing stranger for no good reason. And worse, I think, brother and brother, husband and wife. It's become a tide of ruin. I implore the governor to intervene and investigate, but as usual he did nothing but cower in his villa and peer over his walls.
The governor?
A drunken buffoon in my estimation. He did not deserve to die, however, and I don't think he made it out of Horryn. Marcus, his chamberlain, did, however. I suppose he's the closest we're to a leader at the moment, though he may wish it were not so.
I see. What happened next?
Then, a few nights ago, pandemonium erupted. Bands of armed men and women roamed the town, hacking down anyone they came across. Some folks claim those that did not die on the spot were dragged away to suffer some unknown fate. My order and I joined with seeing guardsmen remained in the chaos and tried to stem the tide, but we were driven from the city in the panicked exodus that followed. We considered retaking the town, but we had scores of wounded, so we retreated, better to save the lives not yet lost. We set up this camp to regroup and to care for the wounded, but a shadow hangs over us. The wounded do not recover, and those still on their feet slowly lose their mind or hearts.
Yeah. What do you intend to do now?
Maybe there is some sort of worm-like sickness going around. I don't know.
We need answers.
Drina gestures at the refugees languishing in the camp before continuing.
And it's my duty to seek them out. If they exist, I must venture to find a way back into Horryn, and thence somewhere darker. I fear, failing that, the situation here in the camp is getting untenable. Anything that can be done to improve it will be a small victory.
Are you planning to go alone?
If I must, do it or not, it's all dust in the end, and I intend to die in armor. But, from what I can tell, we must both tread the same terrible path. Though our reasons may differ, surely there is safety to be had in numbers.
Indeed. Let's join forces.
Excellent.
Drina's face lights for an instant.
These people, my people, feel their pain, and we will mourn together later. For now, they deserve answers, and by the Emperor's bones, I will get them some.
I have some questions first.
Drina looks expectantly at you, one brow arched. Ask Drina about Embla. She is the person we are tasked to find. She is the MacGuffin, I think. That's the right word, right? MacGuffin? Plot hook? Plot hook.
Drina fidgets with a heavy-looking ring on her finger while she listens to your description of Embla.
She's certainly not in the camp, and I can't say I remember seeing her in Horryn, but perhaps that bodes well for your quest.
How so?
She's probably going to say something like, she's not dead.
One of the primary tasks of my order is to care for the dead, and I can say with certainty that I didn't lay to rest anyone matching her description before the fall of Horryn.
Do you have any suggestions where to look?
Beyond traveling to Horryn, you may want to ask around here in camp. A few of the merchants survived. Perhaps she visited one during her stay.
I see. I had some other questions. Who do you think attacked Horryn?
The reavers came from inside the town. I recognized some of them as sailors, fishermen, and whalers. Locals, mostly from old Idran families. Perhaps they belonged to one of the lodges.
Lodges?
Yes, there are large traditions on Idra for the fishermen and sailors to band together in fellowships known as lodges. From what I understand, they serve mainly as combines for fair distribution of the day's catch. But there are persistent rumors of them serving other purposes too.
Rumors?
Our order is an imperial one. The locals would be loath to discuss such things with us, but I've always suspected they practice pre-imperial customs of ocean worship, including offerings to ensure safe travel and bountiful catches.
I see. It's time to go.
Before we leave, we should seek out Marcus, our leader of sorts. He's holed up in his stable trying to organize this mess of a camp. Holy ashes. No one tries harder than him, but the task at hand is monumental, and he needs help.
Cool. Fourth party member. A cleric, perhaps? Level 6. I'm glad they match your level. So what do we got here? Hospitaller. Feats. Religious training. Cleric weapons. Let's take a quick look. Shield training, phalanx, defend ally, club accuracy. I'm gonna assume clubs are gonna be her weapon of choice. Find spell casting. So let's activate spell casting. Find her lay on hands. Healing. Healing will be good in the setting. Let's do that. Cool. What else do we got? Mind magic. Aura of fear, clear senses, fortify awareness, still courage. Spirit. Blessing touch. Target any ally adjacent to the caster. It's blessed. It's kind of good. Mark of heroism. Heroic inspiration. +2 melee damage. That seems pretty good. Maybe we'll at least dip into that. What's this tree? Religious training. Harkens the character, fortified will. Okay. Conditional thing. Increased vitality, sure. Increased healing. Sure. Increased diplomacy. Why not? Increased toughness. Increased medium armor use. Kind of just dipping into all these trees, but why not? Don't know what her lore is at. Attunement again? Attunement I think is the mana pool of sorts. What's will? Okay. Just dip into this one if I wanted. There we go. These are just rank 1 of 1. Shield and club. Okay, that seems also good. She can help boost up allies. Okay, got 4 more points. Yes. Accuracy bonus would be good. 3 more points, so I might be able to access willpower or club damage. Go damage. 1 last point. Anything I can dip 1 point into? Increased lore. Increased heavy armor use. Sure. There we go. Feel happy with this. And then we get 2 spells to learn. Okay, hold on. Target any ally adjacent to the caster. Adds the blessed condition. I think that's pretty good. What's this? Heroic inspiration. +2 melee damage. I like that. Targets any opponent adjacent to the caster. Deals 4 to 8 magical damage. I'd rather heal and buff. Well, let's see what we got. Patch of condemnation. It's condemned. Pretty good debuff. So either I can bless. Plus dodge, melee, range, toughness, willpower. This is just +2 melee damage. Maybe I should have a melee damaging, or sorry. I feel like this is probably going to be like your divine smite, perhaps. So, yeah, maybe I'll do that. Sure, yeah. Always get more spells, probably. Body magic. So let's do minor lay on hands. What's this? Fortified agility. Removes condition. Helps with poison. Fortified strength. Let's get rid of that. I don't want any poison condition. I feel like that'd be good. Was just exhausted. Okay. And I should upgrade my bard here. Having a rough time as him. I keep dying. Is there anything I can do to increase my stats here? Just +3. Initiative, athletics, light armor use. Oops. Precise strike, what's that? Okay, what's this? Blade accuracy, bow accuracy. Increased lore, sure. Okay. Nice thing about leveling up is you heal, which is good. You should still rest for her sake, but go talk to some people, I guess. Those people lost. So hungry. A little kid? Aw, man. The child is ragged and muddy and crying in great big sobs. As you approach, she wipes her nose and looks up at you, her eyes widening somewhat at the sight of Roland.
I'd prefer we just got on with our work.
Roland grunts. What's wrong?
I can't find Frogert. I just had him when I was playing, and now he's gone and all alone somewhere.
Who's Frogert? Quest. Okay.
Frogert's small and green and fluffy, and he's my best friend, and now I've lost him.
The girl looks truly heartbroken. I'll have a look.
Sorry, he doesn't like to be alone. He's afraid of the hounds.
Leave. Guess we'll look around. Yeah, of course we'll help the kid. Kinda have to. It's the right thing to do. Spotted something. Oh, easy. Also a crate there, but how do I get to it? The poor gravedigger looks at you with a grateful smile. He seems to have made no attempt at removing some of the grime that covers him. Excuse me. No doubt he realizes he'll be back to work before long. See a crate there? I want the crate. Ah, you know what? I bet I walk through this. Perfect. Hey. healing stuff. Anything in here? Nope. Well, solve this quest fairly easily. Marcel looks up at you.
Did you find him? Did you find Frogert?
Is this the reptilian rascal?
Frogert.
The girl snatches the stuffed animal from you and showers it with hugs and kisses. She then turns towards you, but instead of giving you a hug, she dashes past you and throws her arms around Roland's waist. The old warrior looks startled at the sudden show of affection.
All right, girl. You've had your frog back. There's proper work to be done now.
The girl steps back.
Frogert says thank you.
Glad to help. Despite the squalor surrounding the girl, she's now smiling from ear to ear.
Frogert is glad to be back. Hey, do you want to play a game?
All right. Okay. Some sort of quest, I guess?
It's a rhyme. All the kids on my street play it. Or at least we used to, I guess.
She hesitates for a moment before proceeding with renewed vigor.
The movements are left, both, right, both, skip. Let's try them first, and then we can have the words.
Left, both, right, both, skip? Oh. Oh, it's a clapping game. You and Marsa face each other and you can help but feel a little out of place as you engage in the clapping game with a small girl. Left, both, right, both, skip. Oh boy.
You did it. Now let's add in the words. Just say them after me.
You and Marsa proceed to repeat the pattern. This time, the girl begins to recite a rhyme.
You beware. Go dare to sleep. It brings you dreams of ebb and flow, of churning seas and dreadful deep, and waves that lay the mountains low. But fear the mother most of all. Awake before you hear her bell. 1,000 young will hear her call. And that was how the giants fell.
Kind of makes me think about how kids would sing Ring Around the Rosie, a pocket full of posies, and apparently that had to do with people dying from the plague. Or that a lot of nursery rhymes apparently came from kids singing about terrible things that happened, you know? Allegedly, that's what I've heard. Drina cuts in with a surprising harsh tone.
Girl, where did you learn such superstitious bilge?
Marcel looks up at Drina with a startled look.
All the children are doing it. I thought...
Drina's face softens slightly.
I don't think it's fitting, my girl. Certainly not now. Walk, let's just be on our way.
A balding man with a hard, wrinkled face and the texture of old leather stands leaning against the wall of the farmhouse. He's thoughtfully chewing a straw as he dejectedly surveys the muddy chaos that was once his well-kept farm. I guess they had to house up somewhere. The man mutters something under his breath and spits as a group of refugees pass. As he notices you lingering, he fixes you with a bitter frown.
What do you want? More leeches come to bleed me?
Is this your farm? He scoffs.
If you can still call it that, it's ruined. All my crops are trampled and my goats are gone. We're going to starve next year thanks to this catastrophe.
Still, seems you're better off than the people living in the camp. He scoffs and turns his back to you. Wait, I have some questions. The man's eyes narrow and you can see his jaw muscles tensing. How do you feel about the camp?
Bloody wretches. I could have gone anywhere. Well, my farms were closest and now they picked me clean and trampled my fields. We're ruined.
You see. Never mind. Oh, hello. The stench of disease and moans of the dying lie thick in the air of the makeshift infirmary. An aging cleric shuffles back and forth as he tries as best he can to tend to the patient. He exchanges a worried glance with Drina. Oh, maybe they're from the same guild.
I sense a soul in search of answers.
Oh yeah, crafting. Hey, place to rest. Guess we can't talk, but something's going on here, I'm assuming. Some notes. Recipe. Tonic of vitality. Got it. What's this? Salted fish. Too much on my mind right now. I could probably cook some food here. Make a farmer's omelet. Should probably heal up at some point. He's just looking at me. You merchant? Oh, are you a merchant?
The woman before you has the rugged and vital look of a life lived on the frontier. Though her clothes are rich and tailor-made, she wades through ankle-deep mud with rolled-up sleeves, hefting heavy crates of goods off a broken cart. Do you need help?
And the poor lonely woman would owe you a debt of gratitude? Is that it?
She snarls. The woman hefts the crate back onto the cart with a sigh.
Forgive me. I'm not myself. There's not been much rest for me amid the chaos. All this jabbering about the end of mankind is starting to wear on me.
That's fair. Sometimes when people, sometimes too much of the same problem can wear you down. Whether it's your own inner turmoil or the burden of others, it can be taxing sometimes. Sometimes you can be okay, but sometimes if it's the same thing day in day, it can kind of make you snap a bit. At least she apologized for it. Sometimes people lose themselves to their emotions and snap on people, don't say anything.
In any case, I'm Idra. I ran an emporium in Horryn. But you are not from Horryn, are you?
Maja's eyes light up with suspicion.
What brings you to Idra?
We were shipwrecked just off the coast.
I'll ask no more, but it seems my merchant's intuition was right. Either way, we may yet be of help to one another.
Maja hefts the last of her crates off the damaged cart and onto her makeshift tent.
And I still have a lot of such unawares with me.
I see.
So, what's it to be?
Well, let's ask about Embla.
Yes, I remember seeing her. Doesn't mean I didn't. My emporium was always busy. Passa, the camp cook, used to own the main inn, to find them near the stables. Anyone saw her, it'd be him.
Thank you. What do you got for sale?
Only what I had with me when Horryn fell, but I'd be delighted to show you. Still the same quality goods I'm known for.
Show me!
Exclamation mark. Let's see what we got. Or chainmail? Or scale mail? Okay, so if something is in red, we can't use it. So she can only really benefit from some of these things. Crude mace, crude club, crude longbow. All this stuff kind of sucks. Short bow. I don't have much gold. Selling multiplier. So she... Let's see, hold on. So she doesn't pay much for buying. She charges a little bit more for selling. But we're probably gonna want some stuff here. I think we need armor. Leather armor, padded armor, soaks more damage. Oh, that's probably why it's worth more. Let's grab it. Short bow too. Shucks. Oh, what are these? Beef stew, mushroom soup, food ration, value 10. Oh, sorry, 3 gold pieces. Those are good to have. Can help us heal. Crowbar. Huh. 3 points. Smashing charge. So I guess in order to get heavy armor, I need to level up that skill. At least 1 point, I guess. There we go. He's going to be probably one of our tanks. I say one of them because now we got Drina here. So let's look at our gear. This character is dying a lot. My character. Probably because I'm not playing the bard properly, so... equip the leather stuff. Traveler's footwear. So I can probably sell some of these things. I'll also give her a lantern. Him a lantern. Her, I probably will not give a lantern because she's supposed to be the sneaky rogue. Has a higher crit value, so I might want to just have it like that. She has a shield. He has a shield. Actually, what's her weight capacity right now? It's kind of getting up there. I'll probably leave some of these recipes after I read them. Clear up my inventory a bit. Yeah, even this paper weighs a pound. It's a freaking hefty recipe. Smuggler's journal. I'll have to find somewhere to stash all my stuff. Right. We were going to talk to you? Talk to you? No, we already did. Probably gonna talk to you. You look like a wizard. An old man looks at you carefully up and down as if evaluating some farm animal. Blah, 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 blah. You find him somewhat unnerving. Decrepit as he appears, there is nonetheless some unnatural vitality upon him. Magic, no doubt. What are you doing?
Why? I'm examining you. There is something about you, a sheen of sorts. Something in your past, or perhaps your future. I cannot tell.
Who are you?
That is indeed the question.
The man answers obtusely. He squints and strokes his beard as if trying to remember some long-lost memory.
You may call me Malachi. I am a purveyor of sorts. Say, you strike me as the one who might be on the lookout for exotic wares?
Show me.
Please, feast your eyes on my selection of wondrous items.
Oh. The magic merchant. How much is this? Value is... Whoa. Dang. I have this weird feeling we might have to steal from you. Don't want to. Yeah, I can't afford this item. I'm aware. Difficulty 17. Yikes. Well, see ya. Arm is wrapping around over here. Should probably sneak. Just in case there's an enemy or two around the corner. Oh, I can fight those crabs too. There's stuff here. Herbs. Looks like the edge of the map. I think we've mostly explored everything. Yeah, I believe so. Oh, we didn't go in here earlier, did we? Baked oysters. Let's read it. Wait, she was saying to talk to someone. Oh, here. The man before you has the look of a high-ranking imperial bureaucrat. However, there is little pomp left in him now. His robes are ragged, his cheeks hollowed, his spectacles cracked. He mumbles to himself as he despondently pores over stacks of paper and maps. He looks up at you with a start.
What's this then? More mouths to feed? Or by some miracle, do you come laden with supplies, medicine, and men-at-arms?
Marcus, we're in no position to turn allies away. Common courtesy will go a long way.
Say nothing. The man sighs and sinks further back in his seat.
Forgive me, I'm not myself. The world seems to be coming undone, and I'm left holding the pieces.
He wipes his balding head, the piece of cloth.
Marcus Stonehold at your service, Chamberlain to the most glorious office in the governor of Idra.
He makes a sharp little bow, his words dripping sarcasm.
How may I be of assistance?
Trying to get to Horryn.
Go there, if you will, but entering Horryn may indeed prove a tall order. Township's been overrun by madmen. Hundreds lie dead in the street, and those who remain cling to life on this barren plot of farmland. As for the city gates, they have been sealed, and our attackers have left us with no way back into the city.
But what happened?
It started some days ago. I was awoken in the middle of the night by the governor's guards. They told me we were under attack, and that packs of crazed brigands were already roaming the streets, spilling blood by the river full. I never saw such chaos before. The dead lay strewn in the streets, and we had to sneak from corner to corner just to get away with our lives.
Go on.
By some stroke of luck, we came upon Drina and a handful of other guards and managed to make our way to the gate with...
Sorry. I'm having trouble doing voices sometimes. Yes, I use voice mod. Sometimes I just wing it for the hell of it, because why not? Anyways.
What survivors we could find. We set up this camp whilst we... Well, frankly, I don't know. All I can do is try to keep us alive till tomorrow.
What can I do to help? He lets out a sigh.
Oh, where to start? This camp is a disaster. There's no medicine for the sick and wounded, while madmen and beasts bay for our blood at the gates.
A haggard man wipes his brow. Go on.
The people are starving around us. Already the very young and very old have begun to pass, and soon none of us will have the strength to fight should the reavers come for us. In other words, we need food and we need a fast. Talk to Franco. He's serving as our cook and quartermaster, and he might know where to start. We'll find him just outside this barn.
You mentioned disease outbreak?
Indeed. Disease is spreading the camp. Hedrofan Draw has set up a makeshift infirmary in the main house, but so far he's had little luck in combating the infection. Help him and you will help us all.
I'll do my best. Marcus sighs deeply.
If there's nothing else, my migraine needs tending to, amongst other things.
Chamberlain gestures to the piles of paper surrounding him. Wait, I have some questions first.
What do you want to know?
Any idea who the madmen who attacked Horryn are?
From what I hear, these men were bands of local fishermen and sailors. But why would they do something like this? Horryn was their home, and for all his shortcomings, there were few imperial officials as lenient as the governor.
Where's the governor now?
I didn't see him as we made our strategic retreat. I can only assume he died in the chaos. And the cruelest joke of all, at least me, the ranking imperial official on the island.
Is there no way of getting into Horryn?
I'd say no. I've been the rangers keeping the city under watch, and he reports that the Reavers have sealed its gates. We found no other way of entering it. Though you expect to find in there, save a gruesome death is beyond me.
But what do you tend to do then? Sit here and wait for death?
Certainly not. But with the state of this camp is in, that's all we can do to keep death from our throats. If we are ever to hold out until reinforcements arrive, much less retake the town, then we must do what we can to gather our strength. For now, that means food is... what? I don't even know what this voice is. Food and medicine.
Anyways. Regarding that.
What about it?
Oh, what'd you need again? Right. Anything in this barn? Got work for me? Are you a mercenary? So we can make a full party because there was a mercenary off to the east. And then this guy here. Also rest if we want. I'd rather rest in the nicer bed inside that place. A man with leather-like skin covered in sailor's tattoos approaches you.
Greetings, my lord. Name's Donovan. Donald for short, and I'm here looking for someone a lot like you.
For what?
Well, begging your pardon, but you look less covered in shit than the rest of us lot. And able to carry a blade, my lord. I serve on the vessel Weather Maiden, and I'm here on the orders of my first mate, Zara.
I'll see what I can do.
Better you talk to her yourself. We're holed up in a large sea cave west of here while the Maiden is undergoing repairs. Zara will be waiting for you there. Here, I'll show you on your map.
Dono indicates a position 66 by 91 on your map of the Outer Isles.
I must ask you to not delay.
Continue. Dono offers a clumsy bow before making his way out of the camp, heading northwest. Man, quests. Well, first we should save just in case something awful happens. Journal. Let's see, lost sailors. We need more lore to finish this quest. And, I guess it's not necessarily a quest, but we can help out with that. This guy has a blue outline, which makes me think he's kind of important. Oh, yeah. Didn't I talk to him before? I guess not. You approach a haggard-looking man wearing a threadbare cook's apron.
I don't know what you heard, but there's no food here for you or anyone,
he growls.
Complain to the Chamberlain if you want. Just leave me alone.
The Chamberlain said you needed help. Sorry. The cook's eyes meet yours for the first time.
Honestly, the situation is beyond dire. People are starving by the day and we have no supplies.
The old, the sick, the young, they all be dying off at this rate. Why is your voice changing?
Well, none of us have the strength or courage left to venture out of sight to the camp to hunt for and forage.
The cook looks you up and down.
But you look capable enough. You could go beyond the walls and look for something more substantial. These people can't live on vegetable broth alone. They need meat and fat, especially if there's fighting to be had.
Any idea where to look?
I do indeed.
Franco leans in.
Old Jacob owns this farm. It might not seem like much to a mainlander, but here on Idra, this farm here is large enough. You see, Jacob and his family had a large flock of goats when the Calamites started, right over there in the enclosure behind us.
Go on. Now the old man... Oh, we're gonna have to cause some turmoil, aren't we?
Now the old man told the Chamberlain that the beast bolted when the climate started, that it drove them all insane and they scattered into the hills. Well, that may be rightly so, but I have my suspicions.
You're saying he hid the animals away?
Look, I can't say I blame the man. Us refugees have made a mess of his farm, and if we find hands on those animals, we'll surely fall upon them like locusts. It would ruin him and truly would be a shame. The man lost his livelihood. Better that than having to see children starve. Now you best get going. I see people have started buying the rats.
I'll see what I can do. The woman looks tired and sad as she wanders around the farmhouse aimlessly.
My poor boy.
She mutters under her breath. What's wrong with your boy?
Worried and stuck outside in the rain and fog. Jacob won't let him come home. Not as long as...
As long as... The woman looks at you apprehensively for a bit.
Not as long as these people are on our land. Aiden has to keep the ghosts safe up in the hidden glen.
I could go check on him? She wipes a tear of relief. Feel like we're gonna have to make a hard choice here. Ruin their livelihood or feed these people.
If you so much, go to the old goat enclosure east of our house and find a hole in the fence to the north. If you look carefully, you'll find some tracks. Follow them and they should take you right to the glen. Please don't tell Jacob I talked to you. He only cares for the animals and he has a horrible temper.
I'll see what I can do. Also, can I talk to this guy now? Yeah, I can. The gray-bearded cleric is thoughtfully wiping blood off his hands as you approach him.
Oh, forgive me. I didn't see you there. Are you sick? Fever? Stomach pains? Bloody stool?
I don't think so. Should I be worried? The man examines your eyes and looks in your mouth.
No, you do in fact seem fine. Sadly, many are not so lucky.
Is it as bad as we suspected?
Drina asks. Drawl leans in and his voice drops to a whisper.
I fear it is worse. Some sort of infection is spreading, and so far I've been unable to cure it with neither spell nor concoction. I am, in fact, at my wit's end.
A note of desperation creeps into the old man's voice. Anything I could do to help?
If I can't find a cure, this will make me be the death of us all. Though I wouldn't know where to start. That is...
The old man furrows his brow. What?
A woman, Hannah. She came to me with her boy. Struck down by the outbreak, she appeared a simple girl when she pleaded with me to look for a folk remedy. I chided her for it, called her foolish. Surely imperial medicine would prevail. Perhaps I was a fool. I wish now I had listened to her. She left camp, but I think she can be found near the little college south of here. I beg you, seek her out on my behalf and hear what she has to say.
I have some questions first.
What do you need, my child?
About the outbreak.
Yes, have you found anything?
Never mind. I have some other questions. Do you have anything to trade?
I do have a small surplus of supplies, yes. Also, if you're gravely wounded or suffering from disease and the like, I can assist you.
Spells. So I wonder if, say, I learned those 2 spells as the cleric here, I can just buy this book and then give it to her and then she learns it. Looks like he's got some healing stuff. Gotta talk to him again. Selling multiplier, buying multiplier. So he's not... I don't think he's gonna buy things at cost. Yeah, let's see. Yep. But he sells less than cost value, I guess. So that's also good. Keep that in mind. Maybe as we upgrade our lore, we can get some better deals. So, I should probably actually make some progress here. Actually, we should probably rest. Let's rest. What's exhaustion do again? Let's just do that. And what does train do? I guess I can fletch, make a bunch of arrows. Okay, she's good now. Okay, let's save. Let's fight. Let's hope I can actually do this with her help. I love the music in this game. It's so good. All right, let's try it. Everyone hold the line and then let's see what happens. Yeah, work wasn't so bad today. It was a little exhausting. I mean, can't really. Nah, it's not that I can't get into it. I don't really want to get into it. I just touch on work regarding some stuff regarding union things happening. Yeah. I can't work for another day. Yeah, basically, spirits are broken. For one reason or another. Man, I've already talked about that, but apparently there was 77% of votes for favor of unions kind of coming in and unionizing our place. For various reasons. Oh boy, he's getting flanked again. Backstab, right? Shucks. Get it. Oh my goodness, these guys are like lasting a very long time. Actually, I should probably heal. Oh, do I need to be within range? Scheiße. Okay. Backstab. Backstab? Perfect. Okay, we're making some progress here. Still kind of taking the brunt of all this damage here, but hey, we're doing it. Missed. One person is making all the difference. Hey, we did it. We got a rest, but we did it. Whew. Beautiful. But yeah, spirits have been kind of low for a while at my workplace. Short story long, I guess. A lot of people were in favor of the union. And I think the primary catalyst that kind of resulted in it happening was it just had to do with wage increases. I was talking to a coworker about it today, a little bit about that, and also, you know, I don't really know him. I know him from like this other building. He seems like a nice guy, and he seems very what's the word? He seems very well educated. Yeah, that's the term. Knowledgeable and kind of, you know, confident and assertive. You know, he's got like leadership qualities, if that makes any sense. So I was like, hey, you know, stuff. What's your thought on the union and all that stuff? And we started talked about my mom. Turns out his mom had a similar thing. Excuse me, which, you know, it kind of sucks to hear it, but at least it makes me feel, you know, less alone in that regard. I kind of described it that my mom getting sick the first time, and again, it just feels like, I don't know, feels like things are kind of frozen in time for me in terms of how I feel about it, and it's just the whole, just waiting to see if she improves or gets worse, that sort of thing. And yeah, apparently his mom had the exact same type of thing. It was brain cancer, and he was saying it didn't end up so good for her. So I might talk to him again about that. I didn't know this, but I appreciated him opening up, and he was like, yeah, if you ever need to come to the other location, have a shoulder to ground, or want to talk about it, feel free to. And I appreciated that. Because I don't know, ever since my mom got sick again, I've been just kind of a little weird. That's all I can say. I mean, I've always been kind of weird, and just a little bit weirder than usual. I mean, I think it's just, I guess I'm just a little sad, that's all. But I'm okay. Just, it's hard not to think about it. It's hard not to think about things I don't have control over, but you kind of have to just keep on trucking along. And ultimately, I just find that I don't have as much energy as I normally do, I guess. I try to save the best that I can for my son and my wife, to make sure that they're doing okay, and you know, try to save that residual energy for my family. And we have a lot of family. Before I wander off, I should actually make a game plan. So what was she saying about? Right, something about, guy was talking about some person in a house. Couldn't have been this one, right? Oh, it was now, yeah. She wasn't here before, but she's here now. Ah, the tired-looking young woman is rocking back and forth, cradling a sick-looking child in her arms. Stuff like this hits me a little bit different now that I'm a dad. With my son had caught like a fever 2 weeks ago, and me asking him if there's anything I could do for him, and just him like barely being conscious going, no. It's, I think I've expressed this before, but one of the weird things about becoming a parent is unlocking this weird, I don't know, extra layer of fear and concern because you're caring for another human that you've brought into the world. And sometimes there's just very little you can do about it, except just try your best and, you know, hope for the best. He's okay though, for the record. I'm just saying that definitely have a lot more empathy whenever media portrays children that are hurt or sick. Because I guess I have this now unlocked adult fear that something could happen to my kid. And I guess it rattles me. Anyways. Child whimpers in pain as the mother tries desperately to soothe him. Are you Hannah? The woman peers up at you, her eyes wide and desperate.
What's it to you? That old Lord sent you. Well, it doesn't matter now. My Alan's sick. He needs medicine.
Medicine?
Yes. Oh, only I could visit Mother Katak. The woman says she might be able to help my ailment. The dead Emperor knows if the woman is still even alive. He was still alive.
Who is Mother Katak?
Old woman who has provided us with remedies for as long as I can remember. She lives in the forest deep in the island's interior. But they say it's not safe to stray from the camp, and I couldn't leave my boy in any case. But you could go. You tell her Hannah has sent you below just when I need to cure Alan's.
Drina, can you help this child? Drina touches the child's hand and forehead and examines the child's mouth.
This infection is beyond me.
She says in a low voice.
Vala's right. If this Mother Katak doesn't need up a cure, we'll do well in paying her a visit.
We'll see what we can do. The mother clasps your hands.
The Golden Dead bless you. I suppose the clerics will want the medicine for the camp, but I beg of you this of you. Bring it us for Alan first. Please, don't think there's long left.
Yeah, I guess we should try to help. I wonder if any of these missions are timed, where if we take too long, these people die. If we take too long to help get her kid medicine, the kid dies. And I think she said there was a way to the hidden glade through a broken fence. This way? No, that's not it. I thought she said something about a broken fence and like tracks. Oh, here we go. Dozens of cloven hooves have churned a path through the mud, heading north into the foothills behind the camp. Awareness +4. Examine the tracks more closely. Looking closer, you can clearly make out a set of human footprints as well. It seems clear that these animals were herded out of the enclosure. Okay. Trekking a few hours into the mountainous highlands of Idra's northwest region, you find yourself standing at the mouth of a narrow valley nestled between tall mountains. The tracks do not lie. The goats are nearby. A hidden glen nestled between two mountains. Had you not known to look for it, you would have easily missed it. Well, let's save. But yeah, I guess I'm all over the place in terms of conversation stuff about what I've talked about already. But actually, before I ramble some more, I'm just gonna actually pause for a second. Just give me 1 moment. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. And this time I'm gonna remember to actually get rid of this BRB screen. There we go. But yeah, I guess mention the whole union thing. I guess towards the tail end of last year, with it being, of course, 2025 at the time of this recording, and the year I'm referring to, of course, being 2024, my workplace ended up unionizing. And yeah, it was about, I think, 77% of people in favor of it, of the staff. And a lot of the recurring themes, I haven't gone to any of the union meetings, simply for the fact that whenever any of these meetings were happening, to kind of discuss terms and I guess like what the union is going to barter on behalf of the employees. Either my kid has been sick, or in the instance of today, my wife has been sick. So that coworker I was talking about, who was, we were sharing stories about our moms with the brain cancer. I'll probably refer to him a lot. He's very knowledgeable and very educated, so he'll update me on things. He offered to do that, which I appreciate. But yeah, I just haven't been able to go to these meetings because either my kid's been sick or my wife's been sick. Family comes first. But yeah, I guess the one topic of discontentment is just primarily just wages stagnating, to which one could say, hey, why not just get a new job? And that's totally fair, but I think one of the things that upsets people is the workplace has been claiming that your wages are negotiable on an individual basis. I can't say that's true, though. It's never been true for me, at least. Ever since I got this $1 promotion to become a charge hand and help manage the department, I feel like I'm working maybe 4 times as hard as I ever have in the past. Fortunately, I need the money because I'm gonna be a father too, but any inquiry about asking for a raise is usually met with some sort of smoke and mirror answer where it's like, oh yeah, we'll look into it, or oh, the paperwork's already been submitted, and then yeah, we'll talk about it in a month, and then 1 month becomes 2, and then 2 months becomes another 6, and then next thing you know, a year has passed. And that's fair. Your employer can pay you whatever they feel like and want. It's just the cost of inflation and things getting more expensive, starts to kind of hurt financially, and I think I was giving it the benefit of the doubt. I was hearing a rumor through the grapevine that, hey, new people are getting hired and they're making a significant amount more money than people who have been with the company 10 years. I've only been with the company for about 4, but talking about it, I guess, for just because of the way the union operates, they have transparency on many aspects of it. It turns out, I guess it's true that new people are just making more money than people who have been there for, 6 to 10 years or whatever. And these new people are getting trained by people that make less money than them, who have been asking for raises for a long time. I've even heard a story of someone asking and fighting for a raise for a year, got a 50-cent raise. And, I mean, it's still a raise. It's just the only time I ever hear about people getting raises is when they hand in their 2 weeks notice. It's more reactive than proactive. So it makes sense how this whole union thing came into effect. And then whenever I mentioned it to other people, family and friends, like, yeah, a union's happening. Prior to it being confirmed, some people I knew were like, oh yeah, well, that was happening to me once, but then our employer just gave us more money and listened to what we needed, and then the union didn't happen because everyone was happy. It's like, oh, maybe it's different depending where you are. I don't know. Anyways, I'm rambling enough about that. That was just on my mind, but yeah. You shield your face from the cold winds and icy drizzle as you survey the area. In the secluded valley that lies ahead, you spot the unmistakable, shaggy white forms of a flock of goats. Continue. You're just about to make your way through them when a strange undulating howl echoes through the small valley. There's more than goats in this area. Yeah, and there's probably wolves, eh? And yeah, when it comes to union stuff, I'm skeptical, but I guess if I were to try to be optimistic about it, which I'm trying to be nowadays, because of stuff with my mom, really. It's just going to be a permanent debuff on my mind for a while. At least something will change. It seems like all these critters are okay. I have a feeling there's going to be a fight soon. There's also stuff up there, but I don't see how to get up there. Did I miss a pathway of some sort? Maybe over here? So don't see, yeah, weird. Huh. Yeah, I know I'm just punching the walls here. Okay, well, let's talk. Gonna save? Huddled inside a hollow mountain crevice is a young man surrounded by half a dozen goats. He is shivering violently beneath a worn blanket, his gaunt face pale in the dim light. The goats look no healthier. Who goes there? Keep away. I've got nothing for you. You're Jacob's boy, I presume? Shepherd eyes you suspiciously. I might be. Did he? Before he can finish, an inhuman shriek once again cuts through the mountains. The boy freezes in terror. What was that? He clings to his blanket with trembling fingers. I don't know. Nothing on Idra should be able to make that sound like that. Whatever it is, it ain't human. I've never seen him. Every night the mist rolls in and then shapes appear just outside the circle of my fire. And then, I can feel them. The boy starts to sob. I know they're there, but no matter how terrified I am, I can't stay awake. I always fall asleep. When I wake up the next morning, the boy drops his head into his trembling hands. I never see him do it, but every morning there are fresh marks of my goats on me. They're feeding on us. I know they are. Oh, weird. The goats suddenly get to their feet, bleating nervously. Their gaze are fixed on something beyond the gray sea mist that constantly blanks Idra. The boy shivers from the cold and exhaustion. What now? Why haven't you just left? My dad would kill me. He sent me up here to keep the goats safe, and I'm not leaving until he permits it. The lad's eyes water up. Both the animals. Pale-faced youth looks at you with desperation. What about them? Well, this situation sucks for him. He's getting fed on some sort of monsters. I wonder if they're causing, like, infections, like the worm things to happen. So he's said, how do I get up there? That's weird. Unless those are just decorations, and I just can't. These goats are going to the camp now. No, wait. Aiden looks suddenly terrified. I can't go. My Dar told me if I bring the goats back to the farm, the Chamberlain will slaughter them for food and it'll be the end for Ma and Dar. What if I talk to your father? You do that for me? Oh, Golden Dead, bless you. I'll be back soon. I have this feeling. The time it takes for me to talk to this stubborn old man, I come back, this kid is probably going to be dead. So it feels like it'll happen. Bugs me that there's a thing of shadow there. Doesn't really matter, but... Hey, your kid's shivering to death. About your animals. I don't remember the voice I had for him. What of them? I found them up in the glen. The man's eyes narrow. He begins to whittle away at a stick and won't look directly at you. It's clear he knows what you're talking about. Is that so? Huh, you can extort him. You can't keep hiding such a large herd while the camp starves. The man's face reddens. I can and I will. It's their fault we're in this mess. The farmer's eyes flare up with rage and defiance. Survival versus... What are my stats here? Survival is 1, 2, 3, 2. Diplomacy is 8. I'm better off doing diplomacy. I have to roll a 10. It's a difficult roll. Get out of here before I let my axe do the talking. Bringing the animals to this camp one way or another. The old man's eyes seem to go black with rage. You think you could threaten me? Get out of my sight before I plant my axe in your skull. You have no doubt he means it. As much as I'd like to re-roll, now is he still alive? Oh, he is. Wow. I would have just assumed the game would have just killed him. The boy somehow looks even paler than he did last time you saw him. I don't know how much longer we could take it. We need to talk. The boy shivers from the cold and exhaustion. Oh, I already talked to him. Yep. I'm not gonna let you do that. Scrawny teen struggles to his feet, brandishing his shepherd's staff. If I lose these animals, my daughter will kill me. Don't do anything stupid now. I'm sorry. I wish I could have talked your dad into being cool with it, but... Youth sinks to the ground and begins sobbing loudly. You don't get any more sense out of him, and there's nothing left to do but lead the animals away. What about the kid, though? Oh, what's this? Corpse of Jacob and Ella. Jacob died attempting to shield his wife with his body. An axe is stuck in his back. Man, this sucks.
Well, well, the fine folk of Horryn wasted no time in meting out justice, it seems.
Roland remarks.
This should have been avoided.
Drina states grimly. I agree. I must try to do better.
I agree. Acts like these are the last thing we need right now. This camp is hanging on by a thread as it is.
This. Jeez. Yeah. I'm gonna just go to the hidden glade just to make sure the kid's okay. I guess he's not here. Can't believe I'm safe scumming. Oh, your animals. I don't have the stats to do this properly. I don't even know why I want to try to do what's right here when it didn't happen that way the first time. It's just not meant to be. Oh well. I should probably save and go to sleep because I got a bit of a busy day tomorrow. Ah man, I spent this whole gameplay session just here in this camp. Wow. I guess reading all these voices is gonna do that. But I like this game. You know, it's atmospheric, it's dreary, it's kind of sad. But I think sometimes that makes it, that's what makes it good. Yeah, today I had to stagger my shift a bit. Oh, I say stagger. I had to start late because my wife being sick, I had to watch out for the kiddo in the morning and then kind of see how she was doing. And then I ended up dropping him off at daycare and then having to leave. Usually when I get off at work, but normally if I have to come into work later because of a kid, because of the kid, I try to work the difference, but it just wasn't possible today. And yeah, that's also one thing I'm kind of worried about when this whole union thing officially kicks in once it's finalized. I mean, it is there, it's just the terms have to be finalized, and you know, at the end of the day, I'm thankful to be working where I'm at. It's still the best job I've had. Just, I mean, it would be nice if the wages adjusted, but like I was saying, you know, I could always just find a different job, but yeah, oh, those things are already in motion anyways. We'll have to see what happens. We'll have to see. But one of the things I'm worried about is the flexibility of, you know, being a dad, being like, hey, I gotta take off because my kid's sick, or I gotta come to work late because my kid's sick. Because kids are gonna get sick. It's just what daycare does to kids constantly. And even me, this is the most sick I've been in my entire life. Goes to daycare, catches a cold for a day, I'm sick for like three days to a week or something. And I'm lucky to have the flexibility I do at my workplace because they'll have families and they're understanding. But now there's going to be this alternate layer of management that's, you know, external, and I have no idea what's going to happen. I just kind of have to hope for the best. But we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah. Okay, one more time. Promise I won't save scum a lot. but I don't want the wife to die. Or something awful to happen to this kid's family. Even though he's being a bit of a jerk. I get where he's coming from. Oh, this is even a harder roll. Jeez. Yeah. Okay. It wasn't meant to be. Well, anyways, hey. Thanks for being here. Thanks for tuning in, whoever you are and whatever you are. If you're there. If not, it's all good. I know I've said this before, but I disabled my viewer count because I was getting too anxious of the numbers fluctuating up and down. So, thanks for being here. At some point, this video will end up on YouTube. Slowly catching up on my backlog. Just kind of been going through all my Velvetic videos, which has been quite a bit of work. And, you know, kind of reviewing the footage and making sure my audio levels and all that stuff is acceptable. Whilst also making sure my file sizes aren't like obscenely crazy. I'm still learning, you know, still figuring it out. But anyways, you have yourself a fantastic day, afternoon, evening, and night. And chances are I'll either play this game again or maybe more Darkest Dungeon, depending on my schedule and all that stuff. It might be a couple days until I play video games again. I'll probably try to work some overtime to make up for missing some hours today. And also tomorrow, I'll have to take in the kid to daycare, which means I'll probably start late, but it'll be okay. Yeah, okay. Well, you have yourself... Did I already say that? It's late. Hey, you just take it easy, okay? And I'll just catch you next time. Whoever and whenever you are. I'll see you later, okay?